Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel, which was based off of, oh god.
Oh, happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm sorry I had a full blank moment of what day it actually is. But happy afternoon, tops. I hope you all are doing fantastic and enjoying the hopefully soonish spring weather that we're having. Or if you're not in spring, fall ish weather. Um, yeah. Anyway, okay. Updates. Um, Yesterday I received feedback on the branding project. I spent most of yesterday and a bit of the early morning of today just kind of finishing up all the revisions for round two. I'm presenting round two in person on Sunday, so looking forward to that. I always love being able to actually do my presentations in person. I feel like sometimes with Google Hangouts or Zoom presentations, you never really get an engagement with how people are feeling, and so it's kind of hard to pivot sometimes. But yeah, in-person presentation, I'm taking a couple of days to not look at the deck. Friday or Saturday, I'll spend some time just kind of going through the deck, do any last minute changes, check over spelling and everything, and then present on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. I was pleased with the direction that they picked. Surprised a little bit, but I think it kind of made sense in the bigger scheme of things. So I'm looking forward to sharing the kind of visual identity with you guys also after it's done. What else can I say? Fully forgot to update you guys on I Should Have Known Better by William E. Jones. I think just Jones has a way of capturing the audience to the very last sentence, and it feels nice with how much the narrator has grown from the first book to this book, and even so just how much more vulnerable and accepting of grief they are, and just kind of really falling into those feelings of finding friendships, losing loved ones. It was an emotional turmoil right towards the last few pages, and the very last line made me tear up, and I was just like, it hit home. And so if you like weird, queer, artsy books about fisting, film, art, writing, I'd recommend this series that William E. Jones has. It really touches on kind of important part of discovery and growing up and just figuring yourself out. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on I Should Have Known Better by William E. Jones. In terms of reading next, I think I blanked out on the title, so please forgive me. I'm not going to talk about that yet, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be reading next, to be fair. I'm kind of just going to go into it and see what sticks. I've been really eyeing The Bee Sting by Paul Murray because it's on my desk right now, and I just kind of want to read that next. So maybe that will be the next book, maybe it won't. We will see. In terms of life updates, I've been working on the interior spreads for Periodical. I'm really happy. I'm kind of letting the music guide me as I'm working on the layouts and just exploring, changing, printing, reviewing, and slowly having all the type for the first essay set. So I'm looking forward to getting issue 1 in production. And another life update is I have an interview tomorrow. Yay! I'm looking forward to it. I'm slightly nervous because it's an in-person interview, and I don't want to do an in-person interview, but I kind of just need to get it done and call it a day. So there's that. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope your Wednesday is filled with curiosity, and let me know what you've been reading and watching. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Okay. I'll see you later.
The essence of it, you know what I mean? That's what's missing on there.
Name is Kembra Fowler. What you're about to experience is Under the Cover.
Under. Always on the move, running into the poisonous blue sea.
There's like a.
This is the model, guys. My favorite one.
I love my favorite.
One of those, the soy sauce.
Good morning. Technically, good afternoon. Happy Monday, Tops. I know I haven't done a recording in a little bit, so I thought I'd finally jump on and kind of play a recap with what happened during the previous week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, the big focus was just finishing up round 2 revisions for the art studio project that I'm working on, the brand identity, which I ended up finishing up on Wednesday, and then I presented on Sunday, but we'll get into that one. On Thursday, I had a big boy interview. It was for a design lead job at an agency. I think it went well. It was nerve-wracking on my part, only because it was almost 50 minutes of just direct talking and answering questions, and I left the interview just exhausted. I felt like all my entire social battery was just drained, which, not a fun feeling after an interview, which also kind of made me place that as a red flag of like, maybe this isn't the exact place that I need to go into, but still, I appreciate the fact that I was able to interview for a more manager style role, which made me really excited. And then I got lunch with my partner. We went to a Mexican place. We got chicken bowls, and it was a nice little like time just to spend together post insanity of an interview. Was that Thursday? Yeah, that was Thursday. Friday, I was, or no, yeah, that was Thursday, and then came home. I pretty much was just drained, so I was nonverbal, and I was playing Polygonia for the rest of the day, and then Friday, I met up with a friend to review a screen print file setup. We walked around a leather store and grabbed lunch. Simple, easy. It was nice to just see Michael, and it's always a good time just to talk with him in general. He's a very close friend, and I really appreciate him deeply because he kind of gets the mental art world kind of thing, and then where I'm trying to build up with like periodical and all these freelance stuff, and so I appreciate him deeply for all his wisdom and his vision and just the way he holds himself. It really inspires me to like build my own confidence up. So love you, Michael. Oh, and on Friday we went into Type Books, which is a bookstore here in Toronto, and they had the new issue of Butt magazine. Yay! I was a little bit surprised because originally the magazine has always been a saddle stitch bound magazine, but this time they made it perfect binding, and it was weird, and it was also not glossy, so that made me even more intrigued, and I started wondering if they're starting to expand the size and the scope, so they need to start producing flat back so that more pages can be added in later on. But yeah, that was Friday. And then afterwards, my partner and I had a birthday to go to where we played ping pong and ate pizza. That was also very enjoyable. Again, a lot of things, and I can't seem to like pinpoint everything, but yeah. On Saturday, I had my ceramics class. I made 2 successful mugs. I'm feeling so fucking proud of myself. I'm getting a lot better with pulling. I'm getting a lot better with using my rib tool. I'm getting a lot better with like centering. I'm feeling like just a push of confidence towards that. And I made my like own floppy top mug, so I feel honored, and I can't wait to show you guys the final result of the floppy top ceramic mug. What else? Afterwards, after class on Saturday, I came home. I spent an hour or so just reviewing the full presentation for Sunday, adjusting any little minor spelling or grammar mistakes, and calling it a day. And then on Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Again, see, when you have 3 or 4 busy days back to back, I tend to zone out and forget what I did. Oh, sorry, presentation, yes. I presented on Sunday. It went so well. The client was so happy, and they loved the evolution in round 2. They loved the color choices. It pretty much almost got fully approved, and so things are moving forward, and that just makes me excited because it's a full project from start to finish that I worked on, and I'm really ecstatic to be able to make work for queer people by a queer person for queer spaces. It's something that just runs and touches me so deeply, and I'm very honored that I was able to make the clients feel happy. Whoops, I'm sorry. Package got delivered and I don't remember where I was at with telling my story. I think I was at Sunday. So Sunday, did my presentation, they loved it, very happy. Then I met up with a friend. We looked at art, and yeah. I'm keeping it very short because I'm just like drawing so many blanks and I'm just so mentally out of it. And now we're here on Monday. Reading wise, I started and finished Elena Ferrante in the Margin. It's an essay that she wrote about writing and reading. I'll give my reviews tomorrow. I just want to sit with it a little bit more. I thought overall it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book and just beautiful essay in general. And the lyricism that Ferrante has within the writing, it just made me so ecstatic to know that there are writers who have the words to shape why us as readers are so drawn to stories and drawn to discoveries and whatnot. I would recommend anyone who loves books on books and books by writers about writing. I 100% feel like you would enjoy Elena Ferrante's In the Margins. And then as a kind of, I use this term so loosely, just easy book. I wanted something silly and just because with the weather starting to get better, I just wanted something light. So I started Starshipped by Sebastian, and it's a queer romance novel. So you think heated rivalry, but with actors. It's silly, it's fun, it's a very easy read, and it's just a nice kind of turn off the mind and fall into this like world of movie stars and glam and queerness and whatnot. But yeah, those are kind of the updates for reading, and I don't really have any other life updates. I'm making wraps for dinner tonight, and that's about it that I have to update you guys on. I wanted to say I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I saw that my last video had almost over 200 views. That just honestly made me tear up a little bit. I'm so grateful that people are watching, even if it's for a minute. I still appreciate every view, every comment, every like. I want to be able to share my perception of the world through this little world of the bigger world of YouTube, and I like showing my visual vocabulary of the way I record things, the way I talk about books, the way I interact with the world day to day. So I'm very, very grateful. Okay, I'm rambling on. I apologize. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope you've been reading some beautiful books, watching some fantastic movies, and listening to some incredible music. I will see you tops later, and have a fantastic week ahead. All right, bye guys.